everybody, it's Christine. It's Sunday. It's time for a Scraplift Crafternoon. I'm actually recording this very early, and you may hear my husband has given me a cold. So I'm going to only do a real short intro here, so you have to hear me snotting and coughing and all that kind of nasty stuff. But anyway, here's our original layout. It's from Sarah Wyles, I believe it is, and we'll have her link below. I do watch her on YouTube. I don't want to misguess on her last name. I know her first name's Sarah for sure. It's kind of a simple, nice little layout. It's on white cardstock, Christmassy stuff, right? Little tag and a cluster down here with the date. She's got one photo, some tags up here. She's actually got a cup die cut here. I do have a cup, but I'm not doing a picture of cups. I got to think on that one. She's got an acrylic title. I don't have that. There's some string, and it's on like a shelf and stuff. Anyway, what I do have I pulled out is I've got these two pictures here. It's of us on the cruise ship in front of the Christmas tree. I was only going to do one of them, but maybe I'll go ahead and do two. Maybe I'll do both of them. Why not? Because I don't have a cup die cut. I mean, I have a cup die, but it doesn't really make sense with this layout. So may use that. And then I did pull out some canvas flare here from Scrap and Happy Studios. And then I've pulled out a Scrap Room Flavors of the Month. I think I'm going to use this. Is this Cardabella? Yeah, Cardabella. Because, well, I've got it. And there's a little plaid down here, which could, be good for the bottom. I don't know if I'll use the green cardstock, though. She's got white, so I may go ahead and do white, just because. So let me work on that. Oh, and you guys, I just got in my new Tim Holtz Precision Trimmer, and I'm very excited to use this. I've been told this is amazeballs. So I have to take out the spare ones here, but I'm very excited. All right, let me get busy, and we'll talk soon. Okay, you guys, let's see if I can get through this with this cold voice. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't know why I decided this was the first thing I did, but the first thing I did was cut this little wonky piece of plaid. I've already pulled out the white cardstock. That's somewhere on my desk. I don't know where, but it's over there. And then I grabbed the green, and I decided to make that 2 inches just because the little plaid piece was, I think, 1.5. And I'm going to lay those down. And I honestly, this little plaid piece, the way I did that, it ends up at a little tiny slight angle, and I contemplate this, and I actually almost flip it, but then I decided, no, it's fine. Nobody's going to notice. Now I'm going to make the pieces for the shelf that's in the middle of the layout. And I need the green one, and I need the red one. And I did pull out my notebook punch. That's up. Oh, no, it's laying right there. You can see it. I'm going to take my notebook punch in a second and do the green because she had a notebook punch looking thing. I'm almost certain I've watched this video, but it's probably been a while. So I don't remember exactly what she did, but I can tell by looking at the end result, obviously. So I'm going to punch my little green piece here. I get a little off, but with notebook punches, you almost can't tell either unless you're just crazy off. But I'm going to cut it all, and then I'm going to trim it down because it doesn't have to go the full width of the page. So I'm going to cut it all here, and then I'll just kind of organize myself a little bit. I'm actually pleased with how this turned out. I mean, she did have that cute cup die thing, or it's probably a cut file type deal. I really don't even know if it was a die or a cut file, but it was real cute. She was obviously documenting the Starbucks red cup, but I'm happy with how I got 2 pictures on here. I do end up using the title off the sticker sheet. I was a little bit unsure, but I'm happy with that, how that turns out too, and you'll see that in just a minute. I'm kind of contemplating these pieces here. I'm like, okay, how's this going to work? And then I think to myself, these 2 pictures, I was thinking I might mat them on a piece of colored, pattern paper. I don't. I actually ended up using white cardstock because she used white cardstock, and I actually liked how that looked a lot. So in just a second, I'm going to pop over. I'm looking, see here, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I should use the flowers, or should I use something else? Because I'm like, I've got these papers, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking about it, and I go, no, I don't really want to do that. So I ended up with my white cardstock. And then here, I'm going to cut, this stuff here is going to be to make the tags. So she had 2 little tags, or tag tops rather. And I did pull out my little tag punch here. I almost used a die. And then I happened to be over there with my punches, putting away, I think the notebook punch or something. I was like, oh, Christine, you have a tag punch. And half the time I forget what I've got, you guys. And that's terrible. That shouldn't be that way. So I cut a single piece of 2-inch wide strip there. And then this is where I had flipped it. And I thought to myself, maybe I'll reverse it just because the way I had cut that plaid, and then I thought, no, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to come back over. That's going to be a tad too tall, though, because hers is tucked kind of way down in there, so I'm going to trim off the bottom of that. And then I'm going to have that one up there. And then I'm going to have a punch that also does like tabbies. This is not the same as what she had. Hers is a slightly different design, and I almost turned it. I was doing this. I'm going to lay that there, and actually in a minute I'm going to pull it out and lay it on its side thinking I might do that, and I changed my mind. I do go ahead and pull out some gold Lindy Stamp Game, and I'm going to sprinkle that around because what am I doing, you guys? Oh, I think I went and got it because I think she had mixed media. I'm almost certain she did. And so I'm going to sprinkle this gold all around because gold just feels like Christmas to me. I don't know for sure. Again, I didn't go back and rewatch her video. I'm certain I've watched it in the past. I just don't remember everything specifically. So I'm pretty certain she had mixed media, and I decided to go ahead and go with this gold. I was a little concerned that any red or green I had was not going to be along the right shades of those colors. I'm going to go ahead and use my scissors and kind of rough up the edge of the papers just a little bit. On Cartabella, it's such a thick texture, and you've got that really nice white core. It's almost a shame if you don't rough it up. And I decided instead of pulling out my distress tool, I just use the scissors. So I've glued that down. I'm going to add a little more sprinkles because I kind of wanted some on top of the papers down there. I'm not sure I got any on the plaid now that I think about it. I'm looking at it. I just feel like I need a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to rough up the edges of my tags here. Now I'm going to try and pull out in a second. I might not even leave that in here. I pull out a different punch for my hole reinforcers, and I got so aggravated, y'all. I have got to throw that thing away. I've had people tell me, you've got that Dress My Crafts, and I do. I have that one. It's not good, y'all. I end up having I have a solution, though. I end up you use like a small 1/4 inch circle and then just a small hole punch, and you can make a little hole reinforcer. This is where I was contemplating turning that tab, and I decided, no, just put it together and use it the way it is. I'm going to glue it together. I do make my hole reinforcers, so I have a workaround, you guys. You have to get creative, right? I haven't glued those down yet. I don't think I've even glued down the shelf paper yet. Maybe I have. Here's where I'm gluing the pictures down. And then I'm going to scooch them to the right just a hair because I do need room for the title. Let's see what I got to do next. I think I got to do my hole reinforcers next. I got to put this down. I will end up pulling out some string off my stash. It's not from the kit. It's just from the stash. It's red and white. Twine, I guess is the right word. Here's what I'm thinking about she had like Christmas trees and stuff. Oh, I guess I switched over to the twine, you guys. That's what I had in my head. I don't know what order I did anything in, y'all. My head is so foggy right now. I've taken Dayquil and everything. And y'all, this is going to be probably TMI, but one of my eyes is swollen. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if I have like an infection in my eye now. That's not really good. My daughter has got appointments in 2 days to do wedding dress shopping, and I'm like, I cannot be sick. So I am shoving all kinds of zinc and everything down my gullet. I've got my twine here, and I did pull out that little Happy Holidays canvas flare from Scrap and Happy Studio, and I'm going to start deciding to use these florals because I didn't have Christmas trees. There's not any trees on here. It's all florals because I think the name of it is I think this is called Christmas Florals. I can't even remember. I might have told y'all the name. Again, I'm so sorry, you guys. My brain is just not working right now. But I'm going to pull these florals out. And at first I put, on the left-hand side over there, I'm going to put the pink flower next to the picture and then the red flower to the outside. And then I actually end up switching it when I put the title down, and you'll see why. What am I doing, y'all? I think I'm looking for which florals I want to use because I'm going to pull these 2 big florals out. Maybe not. Maybe I'm down there on the bottom again looking for words. I'm all over the place. I'm going to take the little Happy Holidays. I think that kind of looks similar to what she had down there. I think she had like something with little red ends on it, and I thought that looked kind of cute. And then here's where I put it. I take the pink first, and put the red to the outside. I'm just kind of lightly setting these down too because I'm not convinced yet this is where I want them. So I'm just taking these and lightly setting them. And then there's this little circle element that says time to be joyful. And there was a circle element on her layout. So then there's this title here. It says joyful, or I'm calling it a title. It's a bunch of letters, stickers, right? And so I'm going to use joyful as my title. And again, I'm just lightly putting these down because I'm going to end up using foam tape up underneath the letters. And then I realized the F is a really dark red. And if I laid it on top of that red flower, I wouldn't be able to see it. So I've flipped those 2 flowers, and that's perfect because the L is actually a light pink. So it would have been red on red and pink on pink. And so this is a little bit better. So I flipped it. And then this little guy's, he's just acting all kinds of fool. I'm going to have to organize that. I'll put that up on foam as well. And then I'm going to put another little word, a little strip that says Holly Jolly there. She had a little word. It was actually on the cup, I think. But I like that there, Holly Jolly. These pictures, I should tell you real quickly. So I think I mentioned in the beginning, these are on the cruise ship. And they had, of course, a ginormous Christmas tree in the middle of the cruise ship on like their shopping deck. And it was just really pretty. People were getting pictures made in front of it all the time. So we stopped and took pictures. I feel bad because my picture, I've got on like a cute skirt and everything, but I had put on this jacket. I was a little bit cool. So I definitely looking like I'm wearing a potato sack. But that's okay. Everybody else looks cute. For the little banner that she had built up underneath, I think she had a banner sticker. I decided to build it out of the little hollies. So I'm just going to lay these down in basically a banner. I guess it's called a banner. Yeah, banner shape. But basically it's just all my little pieces. They had little individual pieces. It was kind of neat. I'm like, this is cute. And so I just built like a little banner out of those holly pieces. And then I think after this is when I grabbed my little wooden pieces. She had some little stars. Lies. This is where I'm making the hole reinforcement. This is where I was telling you guys I come up with a solution. So I had poked my little holes in the green, and then I used the little 1/4 inch circle there to put my hole reinforcers. So I'm going to glue those down on there. I do like the contrast. She had kind of a neutral color tag, but I went with red because that's what I had. So in a second, I'm going to pull out the little wooden stars. I don't know. I say that. I'm going to start putting the foam behind everything first. I hadn't done that yet, so I'm going to cut away in just a second. And all I'm doing, honestly, is putting the foam up underneath the letters and the flowers and stuff like that. Okay, here's my little wooden pieces. And I have tons of these little wooden stars, you guys. I don't remember where I got these. I want to say Amazon. And I think it was like 100 pieces or something. There's like 3 different little sizes of stars. I love these little things. I thought about inking a couple of them because I think she had maybe some colored ones, but I decided against it. I thought, you know what, this looks really cute. And again, it goes back to that. I was a little bit nervous about making the greens or the reds kind of match. I didn't really want to try. So I got a little bit, I'm not going to say lazy, but I just got scared. So I'm going to glue down my little stars here. And then the last thing I'm actually going to end up doing, I'm trying to make sure I put the date on all these layouts. I'm not the best at that. And inevitably, I'm going to forget like what year it is or something like that. So I will grab my date stamp and I'm going to stamp that underneath the right-hand side of those photos there. Now, she didn't do that, but I'm just making sure that I add it. And so that's all I'm going to do the layout, you guys. Sorry, I had to start a new recording. I started sneezing. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the playlist. We'll have a few of us playing along. Obviously, the original will be in the description down below as well. And don't forget to do the like and subscribe. And I'm on Instagram at Scrapping Harden. So if you want to say hello over there, and also Facebook at Christine Steele Harden, you're welcome to friend me there as well. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.